Hey everybody, welcome back to Brainiac Baseball's 1982 Detroit Tigers season replay. Today's matchup is between the Detroit Tigers and the Cleveland Indians at Cleveland Stadium. On the mound for Detroit is Dave Rozema, whose record is 0-0 with a 1.69 ERA. And pitching today for the Indians is Wayne Garland, whose record is 2-0 with a 1.93 ERA. And so we had a pretty good day yesterday. We scored 4 runs in the second inning and then just held on to get the victory. Rickey Henderson had a 3-run shot. Parrish got off the schneid with his first home run. Jack Morris goes to 3-0, as you can see down here in the team leaders. And Roger Weaver got his second save right there. So a pretty good day for the Tigers, and we win the first game of the 4-game series, going to 9-1. We are 5-1 right now in one-run games, and we are 4-1 in extra inning games. So, I mean, we are definitely, making it more difficult, but we're coming through in the clutch. So, we'll take our wins any way we can get it. We have Rosie on the mound today. The Indians hitters are batting 182 against him this season, so not this season, career, this current lineup. And all of the bullpen is available today. Our lineup versus the righty Wayne Garland, basically the same batters you've normally seen in our lineup, but we are going to give Trammell the day off. He has been pretty bad out of the gate. We're going to give Mark Wagner his first start of the season at shortstop. We jumbled the lineup a little bit. We're going to take a closer look at it right now. Here we go. Detroit's lineup rundown for today. Batting leadoff and playing center field is Rickey Henderson. Batting second at first base is Greg Brock. Batting third at third base is Mickey Hatcher. Batting cleanup and DHing today is Reggie Jackson. Batting fifth and catching is Lance Parrish. Batting sixth in left field is Kirk Gibson. Batting seventh in right field is Andre Dawson. Batting eighth at second base is Sweet Lou Whitaker. And finally, batting ninth at shortstop is Mark Wagner. On the mound for the Indians is Wayne Garland, 2-0, having a good start to his season on a 500 team. He's got a 1.93 ERA, 4 walks, 5 Ks in those 14 innings pitched. Opponents are betting 278 against him. No complete games this season. Went 4-11 last year. We mentioned in a previous Wayne Garland start, probably during last season, that he was the first a player to ever sign a 10-year contract right after his walk year. Maybe one of the best walk years ever in the history of baseball. Going 20-7 out of nowhere for Baltimore. He signed that 10-year deal for $2.3 million, easily the biggest of its time. And by 1982, the season we're playing, he was out of baseball. He did not even pitch in 1982. He was released by the Indians in January of this year. So, and that was it. He was done. He did not play another ball game. The Indians paid out his contract. So if you take away his simulation seasons of 1980 and 81, in those 3 years prior, what is that? 13, that's 15, 19 wins. And then whatever he had in real life in 80 and 81. So a total bust for the first round draft pick by the Orioles. Okay, there's the defensive alignment for the Indians today. Looks like they have the same defense as yesterday. And here's Rickey Henderson leading off against Wayne Garland. 3 for 4 in his career against Garland. And he pops it up on the infield. Play made by the second baseman, Kevin Romberg. 1 down. Up next is Greg Brock. Brock pulls it down the right field line all the way against the wall, and Brock has himself a double. So runner in scoring position for Mickey Hatcher. Hatcher had the day off yesterday with Marty Castillo. getting a start at third base. Castillo had a Marty Party with a double at second. Fly ball by Hatcher to center field. Brock's going to tag and move to third. That's going to bring up Reggie. Reggie's been clutch so far. He walks to give us first and third with 2 down. And as I mentioned earlier, Parrish had his first home run of the season yesterday, batting .314 so far. He gets a base hit to left field. Brock scores. Reggie hustling into third, and it's 1-0 Detroit here in the first inning. So due up next is Gibby. Gibby batting .216 this year. No home runs so far, and he hits a ground ball to short. Dybzinski makes the play. Tigers strand 2, but we'll take the early lead 1-0. Let's look at the Indians lineup rundown. Batting leadoff and playing second base is Kevin Rhomberg. Batting second at shortstop is Jerry Dybzinski. Batting third at first base is Jim Wilson. Batting cleanup in right field is Dan Pasqua. Batting fifth and DHing is Karl Pagel. Batting sixth and catching is Chris Bando. Batting seventh, playing third base, is Tommy Brookens. Batting eighth in left field is Jerry Turner. And batting ninth in center field is Von Hayes. Pitching for Detroit is Dave Rozema. Off to an okay start. He threw 9 innings in his first appearance of the season, and then threw another 7 in his second start. So he's got 16 innings pitched with a 1.69 ERA. 1 walk, 4 strikeouts. Opponent batting .155 against him. His fastball tops at around 86 miles an hour. His main pitch is a sinker. He's got a sidearm curve and a splitter that he mixes in. But his off-speed stuff is his good stuff. That's what we're going to need today from him to move our win total to 10 on this season. As you take a look at the Tigers' defensive alignment, with a ground ball by Romberg to short, as Wagner gets into the action right away at shortstop. There's 1 down. Next up is Jerry Dybzinski. There's a base hit into center field. Henderson gets it back in, holds Dybzinski to a single. Dybzinski, pretty good speed at 87, well above average. Jim Wilson up next, and Wilson hits it right into the dirt, and there's an error on Parrish. So it's back-to-back errors in the last 2 games for Lance Parrish. Runners at second and third, and Dan Pasqua, the lefty, up, batting .190 this season. And Rozema walks Pasqua. I really don't have a problem with that. That's going to give us a double play opportunity here with Karl Pagel. Not a lot of speed on the base pass, so maybe we can turn 2. We're going to keep it. We'll give up a run if we can get a double play. And then Rozema walks in a run. That's what Morris did yesterday. He walked in 2 runs of the 3 that the Indians scored. So Rosie off to a bad start here. And I guess we're going to pull the infield in this time. Here's Chris Bando, switch hitter, batted .293 versus righties. Come on. A wild pitch scores the second run. We haven't had that much adversity, so I haven't been angry yet this year. It's kind of hard to be angry with a 9-1 record. But, I mean, that's ridiculous. And now we cannot give up another run. So let's pull the infield in once again for Bando. 3-1 count. Ground ball to third. Hatcher goes home to get, who was that? Pasqua? I guess it was. So there's the second out with Bando safe at first. So 2 down for Tommy Brookens. Let's see if we can get out of this. Brookens goes yard. Oh, come on, Tommy. Tommy goes deep on Rozema, and it's 5-1. So we have an error, 2 walks, a wild pitch, and a home run. So we are our victims of our own bad gameplay, and Turner will ground out. So we've got some work to do here against Garland, who's already 2-0 on the season. Here's Andre Dawson leading off the second inning, popping it up on the infield. Dawson had the day off yesterday with Wilson getting into the game in right. Dawson in a kind of a slump since his hot start. Whitaker grounds out to third. Here's Mark Wagner, only his second at bat on the season. And he flips it out to left. Caught by Turner for the third out. So the Tigers go down 1-2-3. We go to the bottom of the second. 4 of those 5 runs were unearned against Rosie. And he strikes out Von Hayes. There's 1 down. Next up is Kevin Rhomberg. Rhomberg strikes out. Sure, now Rosie's got the K's working for him. And then the Dibber, who got everything started with the base hit, grounds out to second. We go to the top of the third. Tigers are down 5-1. Here's Rickey leading off. We need Rickey to get on base here, get us supercharged. And he's going to fly out to right. 1 down. Greg Brock. Brock has one of the 2 Tigers' hits today. Line drive into center field. Caught by Hayes. So 2 down now for Mickey Hatcher. And Hatcher, there we go, base hit to left field. Let's see if we can get ourselves a 2-out rally. We're not going to try to go for 2. We're down 4 runs. We do need a long ball here by Reggie. That would be nice. Reggie 3 for 8 with a home run against Garland, and he's going to send a fly ball to right, and that's going to do it. So we're going to the bottom of the third. I do not like the way this game is going. Here's Jim Wilson with Pasqua and Pagel due up next. Jim Wilson, warning track power. Caught by Dawson. 1 down. Pasqua up next. There's a base hit into right field, all the way to the wall, and Dan Pasqua has himself a double. 3rd hit given up by Rosie. So runner on second. Karl Pagel up next, and he walks Karl Pagel. Rosie does not walk many batters, and this is his 3rd so far. We're not even through 3. And then Chris Bando with a base hit up the middle. Pasqua scores from second. It's 6-1. We were due for a game like this. Here's Brookens, who hit that long ball, 3-run shot, and he gives it back to us. Thank goodness. He grounds into a double play. We limit the damage to 1 run. It is 6-1, and we've got nothing going on right now. Parrish. There we go. Back-to-back jacks for Parrish yesterday and today. 2nd home run of the season, and Parrish is up to .351 batting average. And it's 6-2, so we get that run back. Still got some work to do. Here's Gibby. Nobody out. Gibby lines it to left. And I thought for a moment that might fall in front of Jerry Turner, but Turner makes the play. So 1 down. Finally, Dawson's going to come through with a double. Do we want to go for 3? Yes, we do. Oh, wow, he's not even there yet. 90% chance. We're going to say yes, and Dawson is safe. So the Indians keeping the infield back. So a ground ball will score a run. We're going to go on contact with Sweet Lou here. Oh, wild pitch. Well, we'll take that wild pitch and get that run. 6-3 now. Still only 1 out. Whitaker, long fly ball to center field. Caught by Hayes. 2 down. And it'll be up to Mark Wagner to get our little rally going here. Nope, no such luck as he pops it up. on the infield. You see here with Mark Wagner's 1982 baseball card, he was released and signed with the Rangers in '82. So 6-3, Indians. We've got a couple more runs on the board. Let's see if Rosie can keep us in there with Jerry Turner striking out to lead off the fourth. 3 Ks for Rozema. There's 1 down now. Von Hayes up next, lining out to Gibby in the left. 2 down. Back to the top of the lineup with Rhomberg, and he squeaks it through the left side of the infield. This is not a great defense over here, as Wagner and Hatcher are both above average, but certainly not as good as Trammell, at least as far as ratings go and range. So Romberg with some serious speed on first. Let's see if he's going to run against Parrish. Nope, inconsequential as Dybzinski pops out to third, and we go to the top of the 5th. So Tigers are down by 3. Top of the lineup with Rickey Henderson striking out. The first K for Garland. Rickey, he's been clutch and so far is our MVP with 4 votes, but his batting average is sub 200 so far. Greg Brock up next, and Garland walks him on a full count. So Brock is on first. That means we're going to hit and run with maybe our best hit and run batter, Mickey Hatcher, 92 contact. Get Brock moving here. And a base hit up the middle. Great job by Hatcher. Wow, hit and run was on, and Brock cannot even make it to third. So now we definitely have a double play opportunity here with Reggie up. Ground ball to third. That's going to go around the horn. So we go to the bottom of the 5th. We leave a couple men stranded there. Jim Wilson leading off against Dave Rozema. And Wilson flies out to Gibby in the left. 1 down. Dan Pasqua up next. He had a double his last time up, grounding out to Wagner at short. With 2 down, Karl Pagel will step in, and Pagel, ground ball to Wagner. Wags tosses him out. So 1-2-3 inning for Rozema. He seemed to settle in. As we go to the 6th, we're going to take a look at the in-game stats. Player of the game so far is easily Lance Parrish, 2 for 2 with the home run. And he leads off the inning. 5 for 20 against Garland in his career. Long fly ball to center field, caught on the warning track, 381 feet. Not good enough by Parrish. Gibby up next, ground ball to short. There's 2 down. And then Andre Dawson up. Base hit the opposite way. And an error by the right fielder will allow Dawson to go to second base. So Pasqua out there fumbles the ball, allowing Dawson to get to second. Runner in scoring position for Lou. Now Lou is struggling, but he has been clutch when we've needed him to be. A pass ball by Bando allows Dawson to get to third. All we need now is a base hit from Sweet Lou. Ground ball up the middle, and the second baseman Romberg makes the play. So we go to the bottom of the 6th. Rozema at 89 pitches. We have some lefties due up. We're going to let Rosie try to get through this inning. Bando 1 for 5 against Rosie. Ground ball to Whitaker at second. 1 down. It's going to bring up Brookens. Brookens, the big blast, the difference in the game right now, that 3-run home run. Fly ball to left, and Gibby will catch that one. It's going to leave it up to Jerry Turner. Rozema officially listed as tired now. Pops it up to Wagner at short, and that'll do it. So 6 innings for Rozema, that'll probably do it for him. The error, the walks, the wild pitch, and then the Brookens home run. That's what really did him in this game. We go to the top of the 7th. Here's Mark Wagner leading off 0 for 2 on the day. Hey, there's a base hit down the left field line all the way to the wall. He has a double. Do we want to go for 3? We do not. That's the first hit this season for Wagner. And now we've got Rickey up next. We are going to let Rickey swing away. I was thinking about just trying to move him over. But we need 3 runs, not just 1. As Henderson flies to right. Will Wagner tag up? A 60% chance. Not really worth the risk with less than 2 outs. Oh, that's going to do it. They're going to bring in Jeff Calhoun, a lefty, in a Houston Astros 1984 baseball card, I think that is. As you can see, he was on the Astros in 1981, and then last year, no, this season, I guess, pitched a couple of games. Wow, he's been crushed, giving up 4 runs in 3 2/3 innings, 6 hits, 1 walk, and he's going to face a lefty, Greg Brock. We're going to let Brock hit. See what Brock can do against a lefty, Jeff Calhoun. Oh, he pops it straight up. Caught on the chalk by the third baseman, Tommy Brookens. So Mickey Hatcher's up. Now, Hatcher's 2 for 3 on the day, batted only .174 last year versus lefties, but he's been crushing it so far against lefties this year. Oh, man. He pops it up in the foul ground. We're going to leave that runner stranded at second. We had a leadoff double, and that's where he remains. So we're going to take out Rosie. We have a lefty and 2 righties due up. We're going to bring in Tom Hume, down by 3. He is the one reliever who hasn't, other than Kerrigan, doesn't pitch much. Probably see Kerrigan in the 8th. So Tommy Hume is going to face number 9, number 1, number 2, Hayes, Rhomberg, and Dybzinski. And he strikes out Hayes. Tom Hume has been effective, although we are limiting his opportunities. Oh no, I shouldn't have said anything as Romberg gets a base hit through the right side of the infield past Whitaker. That's some speed on first. Next up is Dybzinski, and Dybzinski gets a base hit to left. Oh boy. We are in trouble now. We have to pull the infield in with Jim Wilson up. Oh, come on. All right, well, a wild pitch scores Romberg from third, moves Dybzinski into scoring position, and then Wilson flies out to left. We've got a couple lefties due up, but at this point, we're down 4 runs. There's no reason to bring in a lefty. Either Hume gets him or he doesn't. Ground ball to third, and Pasqua is the third out of the 7th. So we go to the top of the 8th. We're down 4 now. We may as well play it out with Reggie up. Reggie, of course, being a lefty, struggles versus lefties. Flying out to center field. There's 1 out. Lance Parrish up next. 2 for 3 on the day. Lines out to center. And that's going to leave it up to Gibby. And Gibby strikes out. Terrible, terrible, terrible performance by the Tigers today. We are going to bring in Joe Kerrigan. Kerrigan, fan favorite, side armor. Take a look at him real quick here. 5th game, 1-0, 3 innings pitched. He's only given up 1 hit and 1 walk, 4 Ks. Our opponents are batting 100 against him. He's got a lefty, a switch hitter, and a righty due up. Let's see if Kerrigan can get through the 8th here without much damage. Walk. That is Pagel's 3rd walk today, I believe. Runner on first. Here is Chris Bando. Ground ball, base hit through the left side of the infield. This is the game where all the pitchers get beat up on. Next up is Tom Brookens. Ground ball to third. We can only get the force at second. And now we've got some lefties due up. We're not going to pull the infield in. At this point, that run doesn't mean anything to anyone but Joe Kerrigan. So we're going to try to turn 2 here if we can. Nope, fly ball to right field. That'll score Pagel, and it's 8-3. That's the first run charged against Joe. Von Hayes. What? Brookens is stealing up 5 runs in the 8th? What a dick. He's got the shoe in the shot today, though, with the home run and the stolen base. And then a ground ball by Hayes to first. And that'll do it. So we are going to have to rally. We need 5. We're keeping Joe Calhoun into the ball game here. Andre Dawson leading off, grounding out to second. Sweet Lou hitless today. 0 for 3, facing the lefty. Line drive right at Rhomberg. And we are down to our final out. Mark Wagner did have a double earlier, and they walk him here to get to Henderson. Henderson 0 for 4 with a strikeout. Let's see if he can keep it alive. Defensive indifference allows Wagner to go to second. I think that's indifferent to everybody but Calhoun with a base hit scoring a run. And then Rickey flies out to right center field, and that's going to do it. Easily our worst ball game of the year. We were overdue for that. We lose 8-3, fall 9-2 on the season. Is there a trade offer? There is a trade offer. The A's are offering us back Ed Putman, who we do like him. We do like him. We didn't want to trade him. And Jeff Cox, who is a second baseman. We don't really need either of those. And they want Bryn Smith, who has pitched really well so far this season. So the answer is no. Thank you. Okay, so that does it for trade offers. Taking a quick look at the standings here. We still have a 2.5 game lead over the Yankees. Cleveland moves to 6-5. Hey, Milwaukee gets their first win on the season. So that was the last team that needed a win. Take a look at the National League. We haven't done that yet. As it's the same as last year, St. Louis and Houston leading their divisions. Take a look at the transactions. Oh, there was a trade, folks. Houston, in first place, is trading their backup catcher, Keith Moreland, who converted from catcher to outfielder. Trade him to the Dodgers, where he does make the roster, for Herman Rivera, shortstop, and Kevin Hagan, a couple minor leaguers. Greg Gross injured for 5 weeks. He is the left fielder for the Expos, Les Expos. And Oakland's Tom Dozier has a boo-boo, out 4 days. Okay, so let's pull up the box score and get out of here. That's a bummer. Never were really in it. Rosie gave up 5 runs with Brookens going deep. Player of the game, we're going to give it to Parrish. That will be his second on the season, I believe. No, that is his first on the season. He got a second home run, though, and Rosie takes a loss 0-1 on the season, despite pitching pretty good, 2.05 ERA. Hume and Kerrigan give up their first runs of the season. Garland goes to 3-0. Who would have thunk it? And Jeff Calhoun gets the save, going 2 2/3 innings for his first on the season. That's it. We're going to come back tomorrow with Game 3 of the 4-game series. Until then, everyone, have a great day.